This is Brazilian cattle country. This is a Brazilian cowboy. He works here. They work here too. Welcome to It's a Small World. I'm your host, Donald Curtis. The word tigrero means professional tigre hunter, jaguar hunter. And to the cattle ranchers of the Mato Grosso in Brazil, he's a most important man indeed. For nature decrees that the tigre, the jaguar, must kill to live. And kill he does. Single ranches have lost as many as 600 cattle a year to these swift, spotted killers. That's where the tigrero comes in. He kills the killers. Our guest, Sasha Simo, here for his second appearance on our program, was a tigrero for over 30 years. Then, with his jungle-reared family, he came to the United States to live in Green Lane, Pennsylvania. Recently, with his son, age 14, Sasha revisited the Mato Grosso. And immediately after this message, we'll see what happens upon Tigrero's return. Sasha, I know that your son, Sasha Jr., was born in the Mato Grosso. Does he want to follow in your footsteps?
I hope not. Although he enjoys part of it, he realizes that I have been lucky in my game. It was not always competence and agility that kept me alive. I had a lucky break time and again.
Oh, so you wouldn't particularly care to have him follow the same route?
No, frankly, I hope not.
I know you have a museum in Green Lane, Pennsylvania. Would you like to tell us about it?
Oh, I love to, because this was my life's ambition. I started collecting hunting trophies while I was hunting, and then traveling a lot in Brazil, in Europe, in United States. I collected works of art and minerals and shells, and I had a big collection of that in the barn piled up. Mm-hmm. And now I bought an old mill, 100-year-old mill, out of functioning because the machinery was too old. And I have established a little museum there, and it's going over very well. That's not actually in Green Lane. It's in Perkiomenville, 2 miles away from our home.
Mm-hmm. And is it widely visited now?
Oh, it's visited fine and gradually developing. We are near Montgomery Park, which on a good weekend has anywhere from 25 to 35,000 people visiting. So we're right on a corner, and it's developing fine.
So any of us who came to Green Lane could inquire and we could visit your museum?
Oh, definitely, and I think you would like it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's return to Mato Grosso with Sasha and his son.
Tigrero, the professional tigre hunter, is needed on the cattle ranches in Mato Grosso. This time I want to take my son, Sasha Jr., hunting so he can decide for himself if he wants to become a tigrero. We are returning to Brazil. The little rafts in the northern part of Brazil, way off in the Atlantic, fishing. A dangerous game any time, but deadly in a storm. A terrific storm came out. Even on that freighter, it was impressive. little gull came for safety on board. We are approaching the Rio coast. Rocky mountains here, but for a big boat like ours, it was easy. We didn't stay much in Rio. We went inland to the upper reaches of the Paraguay River, where I have done most of my hunting of tigres. But before to start hunting, we had to have some food. Fishing is easy here, and dorado fishing is fun. The whole countryside is flooded. The neighbors have to visit each other by canoe. We only catch as many dorados as we need for food, usually 4. Now, crocodiles are a nuisance, but they seldom are dangerous to man. Usually they go out of your way. Turtles seldom are seen in such a quantity. This looks like a convention. Little otter looking for snails on the riverbank. The big otter, Arireña, fishing. And he got a fish. Fully grown, they will be 6 feet in length. Plenty of birds in this marsh country here. But little duckies, oh, be careful. There are plenty of bad dorados around. What those birds are doing, I don't know. They dance around each other and having wonderful time. Water lilies, the largest of them, Victoria regia. A big leaf like this one can take the weight of a small child. Little howler wants food. He jumps on a water lily and then swims to the place where the water lilies are plentiful. He's not a good swimmer, but he makes it all right. He has a consuming love for water lilies. Deer, timid, something is wrong. And sure enough, in the bushes, there was the tigre. Run for it, little deer, or he'll catch you. A baby tigre like this is just a cute little kitten. We'll take it back to our Philadelphia home. Here is a wrestling match, tigre and howling monkey. They are having a wonderful time. But the pooch is too big for the little cub. They give it up pretty soon. Turtle, slow motion, but armor-plated. No tigre can hurt him. It's definitely not this little cub. Little peccary had his milk and is now looking for friendship. That little pooch is also quite friendly, and soon they became very chummy here. But this was more on a level. Little piggy and little howler. And here a possum with 5 little babies. What a problem for that. This little ocelot never became quite tame. Baby anteater, baby crocodile. For safety to the water, let him go. The tigre is looking for prey. And there, right on the top of the crocodile, but the crocodile escaped underwater. He's following, he can see it through that shallow water, and finally he got it by the neck. Out on dry land, that's where he'll take his meal. Trolling for dorados. Here, a strike. Get him in. They are good fighters and fun to catch. But we only catch as many as we will need for today. 4 is usually the limit when they're in fair size. Another one. Get him in. We have about enough, but maybe for good luck, we try one more. This is not a dorado. This is far clumsier, heavier. This is a small crocodile. Dad, you better take over. What shall we do with this? He can't get rid of the hook. We can't get rid of that croc. Let's see. Maybe the line will break or something. No, he's well hooked. Sasha, you take him on land. That's the best way to finish him. Drag him to where the piranhas are. He likes to feed on piranhas. Give the piranhas a chance. Remove a part of the skin. Then the piranhas can start. The moment the carcass is in the water, they begin. Hundreds of them. It only takes them about 3 minutes, and there will be nothing left but the bones of the crocodile. We want to visit those lovely Iguazu Falls on the frontier of Brazil and Argentina. The biggest, most spectacular waterfalls that I have seen. And no buildings around here to interfere.
We'll continue our journey after this announcement.
I had promised to take my son hunting, and here we are on a tigre hunt. Trying to find a fresh trail for the dogs to follow. The tigre usually hunts at night, and sometimes he makes the mate call. He didn't find a mate, but he made a kill. Early next morning, the vultures discovered the kill. Sasha discovered it too. There he is. Sasha had sense enough to back out without disturbing this. This is a job for Daddy to take over. By the time we got there, he already had moved. At a distance, we saw more vultures. Maybe another kill. He left the kill, but he left a trail which the dogs could follow. And there on his trail, we accompany as well as we can. This was a smart tigre. We had hunted him before and he always got away. We don't want to let him get away again. Through marsh, through forest, through open plains. Where are the dogs? Can you hear them? Yes, there they are. Quite a distance ahead of us. We have to hurry up. But now it has to be on foot. And we're getting close to it. The dogs are firmly on the trail, but they are afraid. The tigre had killed one of them. We have to stick close to those dogs. That little young pooch can't help it. The two masters are going. We're with them. Any moment he might charge. There he climbed the tree. An easy target. Now don't miss him. Aim straight between the eyes. Good shot. I think he's only stunned. Get the spear ready. Don't let him get up. Pin him down before he gets up and kills dogs. A job well done, Sasha. My blade didn't touch him. It was all yours. Now you are a tigrero. But he had to return to United States, not to lose a second year at school. And I had promised the ranchers here to kill the couple of cattle killers, which they had to get rid of. They're preparing for a roundup, and while they're waiting for the horses, they drink mate. That green tea in a gourd, hot water is poured over it, and they suck it through that little silver tube with a kind of filter on it. Queer type of men, but all of them know their job, and all of them carry their guns and know how to handle them. Now the horses are here and we're saddling up. Easy going, and at night a bedding if they have to sleep out. It's fairly cool, so we use the poncho around us. And now the boss is giving the orders. You, Juan and Jose, over to the east. And you on the other side, north and west. It's a huge complex of land, no fences here. They have to ride around that complex and drive the cattle on the prearranged meeting place, the Figuera. The whole herd is now driven together. Now begins the hard job to separate the recently born calves with their mothers and leave them behind. A calf born during the night could not possibly travel 20 miles the next day. They have to be left behind. Herd animals are difficult to separate from the herd. And then they want to join again. They have to be held aside. That little calf definitely couldn't make the trip. Together with his mother, he has to be left behind. But now we separated. Now we can start on the trail. Here, 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 here. And on we go. Now, no resting until we arrive at the main ranch. Everything is going smoothly. A couple of creeks to cross, but that's easy. This Zebu cattle, bred with the native conquistador cattle, is a hardy breed and fits into this country. And everything was so easy. Why, they already are near the main ranch. They hardly think of Tigre anymore. Very seldom has Tigre courage to follow that close to a ranch. But sometimes it does happen. Before the cattle were in the corral, hiya, 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 on. And suddenly the Tigre and the cattle stampede. Nothing can stop a stampeding herd like this. All they can do is try to ride ahead of it, gallop ahead of that herd and try to turn them back to the ranch. But they have to approach it from a different angle. The Tigres did not mind. They had what they wanted, a nice, big, fat steer. After hours of hard work, the cowboys finally managed to turn the herd again backward. Many, many hours of hard work just because of those Tigres. After the meal, they were having a little playful game. Male and female, chasing each other, playing around. Wonderful time. I was giving my dogs just a little sliver of meat. Before hunting, I don't feed them much. They don't work well with a full tummy. On the trail, where I hope to find a fresh kill. Now, just a minute. There must be a kill here. Those vultures. Oh, yes, there is the trail, too. He has been here quite recently. Somewhere, the kill is hidden. And the dogs pick the trail. That's the important part. I accompany them on the outskirts of the forest. They are going through the thick of the forest. Here I can accompany on horseback, which is a great help. It saves my strength. They are going firmly on the trail through the forest. I can hear them, how they yap excitedly. But now it has to be on foot for me, too. Can't go through that thick brush on horseback. I hear the dogs again. Seemingly they jumped them now. And now right in front of me, why, there he's coming. Right on the blade, I threw him back. He wriggles out. And then he runs away. Well, the dogs are after him. He won't go far. I follow the dogs. Suddenly, there is the mate. And he was smart. He was not angry, and he was definitely not afraid of me. He liked to play a game of cat and mouse. He was the cat, but I didn't want to be the mouse. Yet what could I do? I shouted at him, provoked. He just didn't pay attention to me. He had his own way of dealing with me. He wanted to catch me unawares. I knew what was on his mind. He would disappear in the jungle like a shadow, and suddenly he would be on the other side. I have my spear in readiness when he comes in my direction. No, he stopped right out in the open. But now he will charge. Let's have it out. And he came. I threw him back. He wriggled out. He came back for more. He was a good fighter. He was dying on his feet, but he was coming. Until I overthrew him and pinned him down. That was the end of this Tigre. I got the 2 cattle killers in one day. Had filled my promise to the cattle ranchers. Now I could join my son and the rest of my family in Green Lane, Pennsylvania.
Sasha, in all your years of hunting, have you ever been injured by one of these animals?
Never in Tigre hunting.
And how many have you been instrumental in hunting or killing altogether?
I personally killed over 300, out of which 14 with bone arrow, 31 in single-handed spear fight, and the rest with bullets. Mm-hmm. And I guided sportsmen, about 80 of them, and ladies, and they killed in my presence around 110 or 112.
So that's well over 400 individual cases.
That's right.
Without an injury.
That's right.
Batting a clean 1,000. Sasha, this It's a very lethal-looking piece of equipment. Is this spearhead of your own design?
Right, and my own make. I used to be a mechanic, and I still take pride in making good tools.
Has this actual spearhead killed a tigre?
This spearhead has killed 14 tigres.
Sasha, we were discussing a while ago your philosophy about life and hunting and killing and animals. Would you explain that to us a little further?
Well, frankly, I don't like killing. It's different with tigres. They're cattle killers, sometimes they're man-eaters, and they have to be reduced in numbers. But other animals I don't like to kill. I like to watch them. I like to film them. I never killed one animal in my life for its skin or for the pleasure of killing. I've taken hundreds of pictures of them and enjoyed that very much.
Thank you for explaining that to us. Tigrero, friend Sasha, thank you for being with us. Good luck and good hunting.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here.
Once again, it's time to say goodbye for now. Be with us for our next program when we'll travel to, well, who knows? It's a small world.